Okay, finishing up the notes. The next two problems we're looking at are word problems where we have to use the information given to write our own equations. So, in this first example, I've got 10 pounds of mixed bird seed that sells for $6.97 a pound, and this mixture comes from two types of bird seed. One of them is $5.65 a pound, and the other one is $8.95 a pound. And we want to know how many pounds of each type of bird seed are used in this mixture. So, when you are writing your own system this way, your first step is always going to be to define your variables. Now, you can use any two variables you want here. You can use A and B, you could use X and Y, you could use anything you want. So let's say that A and B are my two variables. I'm looking for the number of pounds of each type of bird seed. So my variables need to reflect that. So A is going to be the number of pounds for bird seed number 1. And B is going to be the number of pounds for bird seed number 2. So with that in mind, my two variables and then the information in the problem, I'm going to write my equations. So my total number of pounds is 10 pounds. So that means that A plus B has to equal 10. Okay? Then the other information I'm given has to do with the cost of this bird seed. So this mixture is $6.97 a pound, and I have 10 pounds of it. So my total cost is going to be $6.97 times 10, which is 69.7, or 69.70. Okay. Then I've got $5.65 per pound for one seed and $8.95 per the other seed. So $5.65 times A plus $8.95 times B gives me a total cost of $69.70. So I now have my two equations, and we are going to use either substitution or elimination to solve this. Now, because A and B could easily be isolated in this top equation, I'm going to use substitution. I'm going to move my B over and get that A is equal to 10 minus B. So I'm going to substitute this expression in place of A in my bottom equation. So 565 times 10 minus B plus 895B equals 69.7. So I have to distribute here. So 56.5 minus 565B plus 895B equals 69.7. So now I'm going to combine my like terms, all of my B's, negative 5.65 plus 8.95. That's going to give me 3.3B. And then if I subtract that 56.5 on both sides, that's going to give me 13.2. So then I divide to get B, and B is 4. So 4 pounds of that bird seed, which means I have 6 pounds of my other bird seed because I have 10 pounds total. Okay. Then last one, break even. Okay, so the definition of break even is when my revenue and my cost have equaled each other. So when you break even on something, all of the money that you spent equals all the money that you've made so far. So we don't have any profit, but we don't have any loss. It's a break even. So I'm planning to open a small business. My initial investment was $85,400, so that's a fixed cost. And my weekly cost is $7,400. Then my revenue is $8,100 per week. How many weeks will it take to break even? So what we have to first figure this out here is what my variable is. What does my expenses and revenue depend on? And that is going to be the number of weeks that I'm open. So I'm going to say my variable here is W, and that's the number of weeks that I've been in business. Okay? So I'm now going to write equations for my cost and my revenue. My cost, I had an initial cost of $85,400. Okay? Then every week that I'm open, it costs me $7,400. So that could be electricity and paying employees, that sort of thing. So $7,400 times the number of weeks I'm open. And we've already said that the number of weeks I'm open is going to be W. So there's the equation for my cost. Then my revenue, I'm making $8,100 a week, and that's my only source of revenue. So there's my cost equation and there's my revenue. So if I want to find out the break-even point, that's when these are equal. So I'm going to set these two equations equal to each other. And this is going to be a simple two-step equation of combining my like terms and then dividing. So 85,400 is equal to 700 W. And I get that W is equal to 122. So it takes me 122 weeks of being in business to break even.